So yes, I say hello and welcome here to the FUNRACE Groups 2 EGTM. The European GT Masters are back now. The last race we have here before we change the year, before the New Year's Eve. And yeah, we have here some of the GT4M drivers, some new drivers as well, and let's see what this fun race brings at the end. Yeah, like always the same, like Markula, for sure one of the big favorites here. And also hello to the stream here, hello and welcome, nice to have you guys here. And yeah, we are in the preparation for the qualification. The qualification should start in a few seconds when the host switches or resets the lobby. Then we have 15 minutes driving for the pole position here. We have here now pole position, the qualification for the pole position, 15 minutes long, and after that 15 minutes we are going into the main race, or the, yeah, there's only one race, so yeah, we go into the main race. The duration of the race will be 60 minutes, so yeah. We drive here with tuning allowed, Group 2, all Group 2 cars allowed, and here the qualification has started. So yeah, the drivers are going out on the track now. Let's see which cars the guys are driving. Here we have the Lexus, for example. For example, Makula here with the GTR. Then we have here Racer Trey with the, let's see what he's driving, with the Lexus. Also here Squeakers, also with the Lexus. Then here with the Nissan MINKIHL, also with the Nissan Gr2, Lychee with the Lexus, Psycho with the GTR, the Nameless with the GTR as well, then with the old Lexus, Hanky and Kochi Wochi with the GTR. So we have here Racer Trey with a bit problems. Philo also in the pits now. And Markula is now flying to a first fast lap, and let's jump in his front view of the car to watch the first lap here. Here the first or the second corner without a visible apex, so you have to turn in blind. Here the long right corner where you have to lift even with these high grip cars. Here left-hander, very important to get a good exit here. Looks pretty good here for Markula, and now he's flying down to the slowest corners on this track. Let's see here how he's driving. Yeah, he takes it very narrow, and here a good exit as well, very early on throttle out of the corner. Here the right corner, very important section here, the last sector on this track. You can gain here very much time, but you can lose here also very much time. But here with Makula it looks pretty good. And the first lap set by Markula here is a 29.489, And Squeakers with a 33,199. Desmo with a 135. Callum with a 31,2. Hanky the next one with a 31,7. Nameless with a 31,8. And we have Psycho here now on position 2 with a 35. So Marcola currently 1 second faster than the rest of the field. But I'm pretty sure that we will see another 29s here. Let's see if Desmo can set a bit faster lap now. No, he's half a second slower now. But he was also driving yesterday in a training sloppy. He was hitting the 29, I think 29.7 or 29.8. Then Lychee with a 37 on position 4. Yeah, hello, Fast Bob. Welcome to the stream. Nice that you passed by here. Hope you enjoy the fun event here. Group 2, FUJI, 60 minutes race. We have 10 minutes more qualification here. Then here we have Callum in the GTR. We see here the GTR is a very popular car. The old one and the new one. So many are driving the GTR. Then Nameless on position 7 also with the GTR. On position 8 we have in the Honda. Yeah, Kochi Wochi with a very nice livery. You can see here a white livery with the sun on it. Then Henky, Austrian guy on position 9. He's driving with the old Lexus. Looks a bit for me like a Mercedes with the grille in front. Then Squeakers on position 10. Gr2 on 11. He took new tires. MINKIHL also in a GTR on 12. On 13 we have Chest Ahead, and on 14 Razor Tray. And Psycho now with a 29.6. And now with a bit slipstream, let's see. But he lost before, looks like a bit time. Yeah, Desmo Rider going to get new tires on his Nissan, but he's driving the old version. Then Philo with the Lexus on position 4. Lychee, the lobby host, on position 5. Then Callum on 6, on 7. We have Nameless, Kochi Wochi on 8, Henky on 9, MINKIHL on 10, 11, Squeakers, 12, Chest Ahead, and Gr2 on 13. In the future we will also planning and making fun races like that, where you can win a small prize at the end. Like here you can win 3 months subscription if you win this race, and we plan to do that side by side with our next championship, the EGTM next season. So if you're interested, simply go to EGT4M.com and look for the fun races. Check the homepage daily to see when we are planning fun races, or join my Discord. The links are all in the description to be always up to date what events are next. Also, Nightbot has posted the links now in the stream chat, so simply join my Discord to be up to date, and there the information are earlier than everywhere else. So Desmo Rider now with the next flying lap with new tires now. Psycho also in the pits now to take new tires. We have around 7 minutes left, 6 minutes and a half. Hello again to the stream. Welcome and thank you for joining. And Desmo Rider is losing the car here. And Philo goes a bit wide here. And yeah, and it's not working, it's a bit narrow. I drove there as well, it's not possible. So let's see, but Markula now on position 1. Still, he's the top favorite here today. But Psycho, like in the final of the GT4M race in Interlagos, is his hardest contender here. Also in a GTR. I hope that the sound is also okay, that the cars are not too loud. Or I'm not too loud with the microphone, so if I have to put myself louder or the cars, then simply tell me in the stream chat. So let's see if Markola can beat his time here and drive a bit faster. To wait for the next sector split time here. And he's 77 thousandths faster. But Psycho is also on a faster lap. Let's see the next sector split time. He went very wide to gain as much as possible speed out of the corner. Let's see if he's faster here. By margin, so Markola is on another fastest lap. It is going over the finish lane with a new fastest lap or not. It's a 29.2. 2/10 faster. But Psycho has also a bit more time. Maybe to take also new tires. But no, he stays outside. Let's see what he is hitting for a time. And he's 4,000 slower than Markola. That's pretty close here. And again, it's the battle between these two drivers there. Let's see, Desmo driver is also able to hit these times. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see, maybe the next lap. And now he's going for another fast lap with new tires, so he has 2 more laps to do here. And Philo was on a faster lap, you can see here, purple sector. But most probably he lost it now, yeah, he lost it now. And Lichi also with problems out of that corner. Racer Tree now also in the pits to take new tires, to attack his time again, to gain maybe 1 or 2 places more. As we see here, many GTRs here on track. Hengi with the Lexus. And Markola goes into the pits for a new pair of tires. Nukal on position 9, Nameless on 10, Gr2 on 11, Squeakers on 12, Chesterhead on 13, and on 14 we have Kochiwochi. somebody is missing in the lobby. So, and we have here Psycho on position 2 and Marco on 1, and they are right behind each other. But Psycho has a front damage. That means most probably that he is not able to hit another fastest lap. And 24 thousandths. Marco is again faster, but he went wide there. And we see here Philo also very close, and he's faster here now in the first sector. And Marcola has the penalty here. But let's see here. Philo still with purple. Let's see the second sector here. And he's still purple. 70 thousandths of a second. He's faster than Marcola right now. Let's see if he can hit the last corners good or not. So that was pretty close here, first positions. And we see the race start here, standing start. And race start. Yeah, and that's what I thought, because I don't see one driver. That means the driver causes a bug here, and we have to restart the race here. So yeah, Matthias, please rejoin the lobby, that we can see you again. Would be nice, please. So yeah, we have the problem that here one driver was invisible for the others, or for many here. That's the reason why we have to restart the race here. I'm restarting the lobby as well. For safety, I rejoin as well. Yeah, it's not a problem, Matthias. Everything's good. So yeah, we have to set now the starting grid per hand, and then we start the race directly again. And then everything should be okay. Hey Squeakers, welcome in the stream chat. So yeah, I'm back in 1 or 2 minutes. So yeah, we set the lobby starting grid now, and then we are back. So, we are back here now, and the race is going to start in a few seconds. We waited only for one driver now, and when he's joined the grid and set to his grid position, to his starting position, then we can directly start the race here. And then we have 60 minutes here racing of these guys here. Markola, Psycho, and also Philo. Philo was attacking the last lap, the pole position lap of Markola, so we have 3 drivers fighting now for the prize for 3 months. PSN description here. So yeah, the race gets started here in 5 seconds. So good luck to all drivers, and hopefully we have no starting bugs now here, and we can start the race good here. With 15 drivers here driving, with me 16, so full lobby here. So I can concentrate now on the start. We see here the lights going red. And it starts. And we see here Markola Desmorider already on position 2 and Desmorider on 1. Best start here of the field from Desmorider, and Psycho also on position 2 now. But we have an incident back there. We have to look from who. And Markola already trying to overtake here Psycho. And yeah, looking through the field, everything is good now. But let's see if we can see exactly what happened there. No, we cannot yet anymore. And here Desmorider leading in front of Psycho, the pole man Markola from 1 to 3. Bad far on 4, Razor Tree on 5, 6 Hanky and Philo from 3 to 7. So a very bad start here, and he has some aero damage on the front. But he stays outside. And Markola is flying here. And Psycho is that. Psycho's flying here to the inside, and is that overtake or not? No, Desmorider on a limit here. Breaking to the first corner. And again attacking on the inside from Psycho. And that should be the overtake, but Desmorider is fighting on the outside, side by side now. And Markola dives inside and overtakes Psycho as well. There's also the possibility for Far to follow them right now. Let's see what Markola now does behind Desmorider, if he can overtake him or not. It's now staying close to him, and Markola try to dive inside, but Desmo is going a bit faster, a bit wider. And now Markola completely to the inside, and he tries to overtake, but the better exit from Desmorider. And now 3 wide here, out of the last corner. And now we have 3 wide on the inside now. Psycho, I think. Very hard, very late braking from all 3 of them. And MINKIHL goes a bit wider, but now has the inside. And now Psycho is leading, and we have here almost 5 drivers fighting for the first positions because Racer Tay is coming to them as well. But let's look fast through the field. On 6 we have Henki with 2.8 seconds penalty, and Philo gets closer and closer as well. Callum on 8, Nameless on 9, Lychee on 10 now, Gr2 on 11, Squeakers on 12, Chesterhead on 13, on 14 Kochi Wochi, and Nuka was already in the pits on position 15. And MINKIHL knows now that he has to make pressure now. And Desmo is losing the car out of the corner. Where is he now? What happened there? Let's look. He simply overpaced out of the corner. But he didn't hit the wall. That means he can continue here. And Psycho's leading here by 1.2 seconds. On position 3 we have Racer Tay now. Bets that far on 4. On 5 we have Henki. And Philo from position 3 he started now on position 6, so he lost a few positions. We didn't see what exactly happened in the first corner. 7 Callum. Lychee already on position 8. He was on position 5, I think. Got a little air damage on the front. Nameless on 9. Desmo now on 10 after his spun on the maybe the position on that track where it should not happen, out of the last corner to the long straight. Then on 11 we have Gr2, on 12 Squeakers, on 13 Chesterhead, Kochi Wochi on 14 and Nukal on 15, but he was already in the pits. And we have a 28-9. So we have a very serious fight there. And Bassett Farboy now in front of Henki. But we see here also that Henki uses a bit more fuel. Let's see. Yeah, the first two has also a bit lesser fuel for MINKIHL here, and he has also gained a penalty here, 1.3 seconds. Let's look through the field now. Batsfar on 4, Henki on 5, on 6 we have Philo, 7 Callum, 8 Nameless, 9 Desmo Rider, Gr2, 10 Squeakers, 11 Chesterhead still on 12. Lychee now back to 13 after his pit stop. And Kochi Wochi on 14 with the very nice livery here for the old Honda. And Nukal on position 15. But we see here also that many drivers are using the GTR here. And still the gap between Psycho and MINKIHL still 1.3 seconds. But MINKIHL got now 3.6 second penalty. And again I hit here. But I didn't see where he got the penalty there. Strange. So Psycho now 1.3, but MINKIHL still with 3.5 seconds penalty. Razor Tray 3 seconds behind Markola on position 3. Bets that far on 4. And Philo already on position 5. And that with his aero damage on front. Then the Nameless on 6, Kalam 7, Desmoride on 8. So he gained 2 positions already. He was lucky that he didn't touch the wall or hit the wall when he spun out in the last corner. Then on 9 we have Gr2, Swakers on 10, Hanky 11, Lychee on 12, Kochiwochi on 13, 14 Chestade and Nukkal on 16. And the leaders are pitting now. So new tires for Psycho's car, most probably also for Markola's. And Philo is doing one more lap. And Psycho and Markola came behind Razor Tray out of the pit. So let's see if there is changing something. And Psycho went a bit with a snap oversteering out of the corner. But we see another fight here between these two drivers, but maybe it's more or better for Markola to get rid of his penalty, but he already got 2 seconds away from his penalty, only 1.6 seconds now. And Psycho with a little mistake there while braking, and he lost the position against Markola. And we have now 11 minutes of this 1 hour race. And we see now overtake from Markola for the race lead against Razor Tay. And now Psycho has to look that he can overtake Razor Tay very fast to stay close to Markola. Bit wheel spinning out of that corner for Razor Tay. Maybe that's a chance now for Psycho to overtake. Very dangerous move here from Razor Tay as well, to change the line while braking or directly before braking. And most probably now is Psycho's chance to overtake here out of the slipstream. Let's see now. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer. He said enough before the braking point. Razor Tay also very late on brakes there. And now Psycho on the outside. But he stays on the outside and he has overtaken now Razor Tay. Very good move here to stay on the outside. But he lost now 3 seconds to Markola. So let's see, we have on 4 Nameless. Then Bets That Far on 5. Then on 6 we have Philo, but with 4.3 seconds penalty. Hanky on 7, Callum on 8, Desmerider on 9 after his spun. Then Lychee on 10, Squeakers on 11, Kochiwochi on 12, 13 with Gr2, 14 Chest ahead, and MINKIHL on 15. The last lap from MINKIHL also pretty fast with a 29.3. Let's see what Psycho can hit now. One lap later. I think it will be a bit slower because he has to overtake. Yeah, it's a 34 and yeah, 1 second more. And there was an incident back there from Hanky. I know why it's always changing it for me. Yeah, he went a bit wide there. Yeah, and then to the green. And engine damage. But the good thing is that he directly hit the wall in front of the pits. That means he can get directly in there and has not to drive one more lap. And MINKIHL is gaining more and more time, and he has already get rid of his penalty there. No penalty anymore for MINKIHL. So let's see the next lap time between the first two drivers. But it looks like that the lap from MINKIHL was a bit faster than the lap from Psycho. And MINKIHL hit the 29.6 and Psycho a 29.4. So 2/10 faster. Racer 2 with a 39.5. And Philo with a 36. And here we have a fight between the Nameless and Bets That Far. And Bets That Far now on position 5. Yeah, guys, when you are interested in the upcoming fun races from the EGTM, simply join my Discord to get information when will be the next fun race. Also check out our homepage EGT4M.com. You can also get the informations there. The registration will be there, like in our previous fun races. This time we drive with the Gr2 here on FUJI. In the lead currently MINKIHL, so he is in a very good position to win the 3 months description by MMOGA. The link to our partners for Fanatec and MOJ are in the description, so feel free to check out the stuff they have. Yeah, Racer Day still on position 3, Philo now on 4, Bets That Far on 5, Nameless on 6. Also very strong race here from Bets That Far boy. Desmerider on 7, so he gained 3 positions after he went back to track on 10th position after his spun in the last corner. Callum then on 8, on 9 we have Lychee, then Squeakers on 10, Kochiwochi 11, Gr2 on 12, Hanky on 13, on 14 MINKIHL, and on 15 we have just ahead. And Psycho somewhere with a little mistake because he lost a few tenths more, and he has also a penalty here from or with 4/10 of a second. Let's see the lap time from MINKIHL now. the 29.3, so very consistent laps here from MINKIHL and 29.6 from Psycho. Racer Tray goes over the line with a 32.532, but Philo gets closer and closer to him, now with 31, so 2 seconds faster than Racer Tay in the last lap. So yeah, 3.8 seconds now between MINKIHL and Psycho, and then a bigger gap from 11 seconds between the second position and the third position. Then Philo already on position 3, so Racer Tay has made somewhere a little mistake, and Bastard Farboy is currently right behind him. Let's see if we can get that where he made the mistake. No, most probably in the first corner. But the tires of Racer Tay are pretty bad now. If we look and compare to the other tires from the other drivers. But most probably Bastard Far tries it here now to overtake Racer Tay in the first corner. But he tries it on the outside, maybe with a better exit. Also, I would be happy if you guys, if you like the fun races and the stuff, the EGTM and I'm doing here, I would like, or I would be happy if you leave a subscription here and maybe also a like. Also, if you want to join my Discord, you have the link in the description, simply click it and you can join the squad there. We're around 120 or 130 drivers now in my Discord, so if you are interested in our fun races or maybe in the next season of the EGTM, then join my Discord and stay close to our drivers. Here we have also the information, season 3 of EGTM. We drive with manufacturer mode, so compete in GT3 and GT4. So you register with a manufacturer like Porsche and you have to drive with the RSR and with the Cayman. And we are testing currently the BOP for both leagues, or for both groups, for Group 4 and Group 3. And the registration will start somewhere in the January, and the new season will start on February. So if you want more information, simply join my Discord. And we have here Nameless, who spun out now on the green turf on the outside of the exit corner 1. Classic. You should stay away from this green turf on the outside on this track. You will lose the car there if you accelerate there. And Gr2 with a damage. Let's see if we see where it happened. No, he had already a damage there, so we didn't see it there. So MINKIHL already with 4.7 seconds in front of Psycho. Last lap was 2/10 faster than Psycho's. And we have 36 more minutes to drive here in this race. Maybe here attack now from Desmo Rider against Racer T. Oh, Desmo went there very wide. That most probably is a penalty now. Let's see. No, it's no penalty. Lucky for him. And also, if you want to support the EGTM and me, simply, or I would appreciate it very much if you give a small donation for prizes for next season for the EGTM. So feel free, the link is also in the description. And yeah, we have here still MINKIHL in the lead. Now over 5 seconds in front of Psycho. And Philo now already over 12 seconds behind position 2. Then we have still Bedstead Farboy and Racer T now under pressure from Desmo Rider. But he goes into the pits. That means Desmo Rider without fighting now on position 5. And the Nameless also in the pits now. And the standing time looks like he's getting very much fuel there. Yeah. Then MINKIHL on 11, on 12 I have Chester Head, on 13 Squeakers, Gr2 on 14 and Kochivori on 15. And MINKIHL still hitting the 29s. No, when I say it now, not anymore. Let's see what time Psycho is hitting here, 31-1. Philo goes over the line with a 36. Let's look what times the drivers here are still doing. And that's a 31-4. This one with a 31-0. Lychee with a 31-2. Now next one is Callum, who's going over the line with a 37. Racer T with a 28-7, but I think that's the outlap. Shown not right. Henky now on position 9 with a 31-8. Next one is the Nameless. But also the exit lap out of the pits. And MINKIHL with a 36. Next one is Chester Head. Let's see what time he's doing. 39-2. Squeakers with a 36-9. And Gr2 with a 32-5. Yeah, and the gap between the first place and the second place between MINKIHL and Psycho gets bigger and bigger. And Desmo Rider now in the pit. Probably he's getting new tires. Yeah, he's getting new tires now. But I have to say that the old GTR looks better than the new one, my opinion. Very good looking car. And he's going back to track on position 8. The last lap was a 37 and a 35, was it from MINKIHL? And the gap gets bigger and bigger, because a 38 and a 31.1. So MINKIHL is always about 3/10 faster than, or 2 till 3/10 faster than Psycho, and Philo is going into the pits now. Bets that far also on position 4, getting into the pits. Gr2 also coming into the pits with a aero damage and a tire damage. And Callum fighting against Razor Tray here. Side by side to the first corner, and Razor Tray is now in front. But a bit problems here for Razor Tray. But still, MINKIHL has everything under control here in the lead. And Psycho has more fuel still in the car. That means that he can continue a bit more like that. A few laps more in the tank. And Philo is back on position 3. And here we have a fight between Bets That Far, Callum and Razor Tay for position 4. But they are not close enough here, because a slipstream in the GT2 is not that big. But now very nice move here from Callum to overtake here Razor Tay with a very late braking. And Psycho, of course, still stays outside. The tires are pretty worn. That means that MINKIHL will gain a lot of time with the undercut here. But MINKIHL couldn't stay longer outside because his car was pretty empty. And here Squeakers is fighting against Gr2 here, side by side on the main straight. And Gr2 now in front of Squeakers. Henki on 11. On 10 we have MINKIHL. Then on 9 the Nameless. Also in a GTR. Then Legion 8, Callum now in the pits. Completely empty with fuel. So he will most probably also take a bunch of fuel now. And Desmorider now on position 5, or still on position 5, but pretty close to Razate. I'm pretty sure that he will reach the finish if he makes no mistakes on position 4. Pretty sure about that. He has the pace to do that. I think the gap to position 3 is already too big. Can see that clearly because you have 12, almost 13 seconds between Philo and Razate. That means after he has overtaken Razate, there's not that much to take. Yeah, Steph, thank you very much for the subscription. You're very welcome here in the stream. I hope you enjoy the race. The last race here before New Year. Then we have here still the 2 Austrian guys on position 10 and 11, and we have now the leader in the pits, but I think he lost around 3 seconds now. I think it was something around 18, but maybe over strategy he can win that here against Markola. He has to stay out now for 24 minutes. Then the race will be over. Yeah, I'm not telling now what tires or which tires Psycho has taken now, but it's very interesting. And Markola already with 11 seconds in front of Psycho, and then we have 3 seconds between Psycho and Philo. But we have to look if Markola can reach the end here with the fuel we have still in the tank. But the lap 28.9, pretty fast here from Markola. But he set the time in the first few laps with only 35 liters, so pretty empty and fresh tires. But I said so in my Discord today, when the drivers are asking what target times we're doing here, and I said something like low 29s. So yeah, they hit the low 29s. I think 29.2 was the pole position. So yeah, we have Markola still in the lead here. 12.9 seconds in front of Psycho. Then we have Philo on position 3. A bit drifting here. But here, somewhere, Psycho made a mistake, I think. Yeah, and he hit the wall there with the right rear end. That means all the strategy, no, nothing worth anymore with the aero damage. So 16 seconds between Markola and Philo. So Philo currently on position 2. But Markola still flying up front there. Also very cool livery. And Psycho now in the pit. Where is he now? Yeah, here. Coming out of the pit on position 3. Now he has to get used to the new tires, because he drove now with medium tires and now he has much more grip with the soft tires now. Yeah, we have on 14 Kochiwochi. We have one disconnection, I think, just ahead, had a disconnect. Then 13 Gr2, then Squeakers on 12, on 11 Nukal, Henki on 10, Kalam on 9, Nameless on 8, Lychee on 7, Betsfar 6, 5 Desmo, Razor Day on 4, Damn Psycho after he hit the wall, last lap on position 3, Philo on 2, and Marcola completely unchained there, leading the race by 16.5 seconds. So if there is no disconnect, it looks pretty much like he's getting the first position prize after the last fun race with the Zonda on Catalonia. He wins here again the next fun race of the EGTM and gets the prize of 3 months PSN subscription by MMOJ. But we have still 19 minutes to go. And Philo on position 2 with the Lexus. On 3 we have GTR. We have many GTRs here in this race, but still we have few other manufacturers as well. We have here, yeah, it's also GTR, but the old version. Here we have the new version as well. Here we have the new Lexus GTR, also GTR. Then here the old Lexus, the new Lexus with squeakers. Here the old GTR, I think. Was that the old GTR? No, I think it's the new one. Yeah, it's the new one. Then the Honda, no, it's also GTR. So many GTRs here. And the leader is also a GTR, the new version. With Marcola here, 16.4 seconds in front of Philo. And Psycho now already by 30 seconds behind. And here we have the fight between Desmorida and Razor Tay. Desmorida now on the inside, but Razor Tay could break very late. But Desmorida now of course has a better exit, but Razor Tay can still stay on the inside, and Razor Tay push Desmo a bit to the outside. And now they are fighting, and Desmorida is now on the inside, but he was braking a bit too late because he has a bit lesser grip than Razor Tay. And now Betsfar is on the inside to Desmorida, and now they are fighting, and there was almost an incident, very close. Let's see that again, what exactly happened there. Oh, very good car control here from Betsfar. I think by both cars no damage. And Betsfar we can see here going into the pit, and now Desmorida is getting closer and closer. And now it's enough to overtake here Razor Tay and Desmorida now on position 4. And Lychee on 6. On 7 we have Callum, but Bets that far is there in front. I cannot switch to him here. Bets that far on position 7. Then we have Callum fighting against the Nameless here. And there Nuka with a little mistake, but he didn't hit the wall. Looked like snap oversteer or wheel spin out of the corner. Very nice time. His time 29.999. This is his fastest lap. Then Henki here on position 11. Already almost 1 minute in front of Squeakers on position 12. Then 11 seconds behind Gr2 and Kochiwochi on 14. And Razate now going into the pits. We have only 15 minutes left. Bit lesser than 15 minutes. And Litchi also in the pits. Most probably last pit stop for everyone. And here Nameless also in the pits now. Also for him the last one. Taking new tires. And Marcola 17, almost 18 seconds in front of Philo. And Philo on position 2. And Marcola on also not hitting that good lap times anymore. 13:37, so only 30s the last 4 laps. And Philo is going into the pits now. See, yeah, the fastest guy out of track now currently is Psycho. He wanted to make a very crazy strategy with medium tires, but the problem was that this was not working. Yeah, and now around 5 seconds I think will be at the end more. No, 4 seconds between Psycho and Philo now, but Philo with new tires. So that means 29 seconds now. Gap between 1 and 2nd for Marcola should be enough for a short pit stop at the end, if he needs one. Let's look one more time through the field here. We have on 4 then Desmorida. Very unlucky in the first few laps. He was fighting for the lead the first 2 or 3 laps, and then he spun out of the corner, of the last corner. He didn't hit the wall, but he lost tons of time, especially at the beginning when the field is pretty close. So he went from, I think, 1 or 2 to 10. Then we have Bets that far on 5. Also a driver back then from the EGT's Ram. Then we have Razate on position 6. On 7 we have Callum, also one driver of the EGT4M League B. Then we have Litchi on position 8. Then the Nameless, also a EGT4M driver. Then we have Henki, then Nukal, also EGT4M driver. Gr2, EGT4M driver. Yeah, and Marcola Psycho, also EGT4M driver, League A. Marcola, the winner of Season 2. And Desmorida gets out of the pit directly in front of Razate and behind of Bets that Farboy with 2.2 seconds penalty. But I'm pretty sure he get rid of it for the end of the race. We have 11 minutes left. So 49 laps done already. Yeah, Markula still leading the race, 27 seconds in front of Psycho after Psycho hit the wall here, exactly there where now Markula is driving here on that left-hander out of the corner. He got wheel spin and snap oversteering and he almost spun into the wall on the left side. But we see that Psycho is already driving almost 1 second faster than Markula. So that Markula wins the 3 months PSN subscription. Looks pretty good here. Philo 4 seconds behind Psycho on position 3. Then bets that far on 4, but we see already a big gap between the first 3 drivers and then position 4. Then Razor J on 5, and he has still to fight against Desmo Rider for this 5th position. And Lychee is also pretty close behind them. So for Lychee is also the possibility for a 5th place as well here. And then we have again a bigger gap between 7 and 8 with 18 seconds. Then pretty close between Callum and Nameless. Then we have again 14 seconds between 9 and 10, Hanky, and then almost 8 seconds between Hanky and Nukal. Then a big gap between Nukal and Gr2 by 1.2 minutes. So yeah, I think the positions are pretty set. Here is something still possible. And here of course the fight between Razor Tate, Desmo Rider and Lychee. Jump into Lychee's car if he can get closer here. Lychee still, of course, tries to stay in the slipstream. Let's stay here a bit in the chasing cam from Lychee. And Desmo Rider could overtake now Razor Tay, but let's look fast at tires. Yeah, Desmo Rider for sure here with the best tires from all 3 of them. Bit understeering from Razor Tay into this corner, a bit snap oversteering, a bit wheel spin here out of the corner. And Desmo went a bit wide there, that means that the slipstream is still on here. Yeah, that means Razor Tay and Lychee in the slipstream now from Desmo Rider. The question is if they are fast enough, because the GTR, the old GTR, is pretty fast and straight. And the straight is almost over. Yeah, and Razor Tay now back in position 5 and 6, Desmo Rider again. So, this means here for position 5, they're still fighting. Here also Lychee with the Lexus. And Markula, the leader, now in the pits. We change now fast to him here. And he's coming out on track here. far in front of Psycho by 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Yeah, on position 4, nothing changed. 1.4 seconds, so that's very good for bets that far that they are fighting. And here is going Desmo Rider side by side with Razor. Let's jump in the chasing cam from Lychee as well, again. We have 5 minutes left here in this race. And very good exit here from Lychee. And now a bigger gap between Lychee and Razor now. But Desmo Rider with a few mistakes now. He's missing a few apexes now. That's the reason why Razor and Lychee can still follow him. And the question is if they are getting closer to bets that far or not. Let's see here if they can get closer. No, it's 2.2 seconds. And let's look here, Razor now again in front of Desmo Rider. I saw that Razor has overtaken Desmo Rider in the last corner, and now we have again Slipstream Racing. And here now the camera from Lychee, and they are fighting here for position 5. Lychee is a bit in a passive role here. He's looking what they are doing, and maybe in the last lap he can try to get the feed on position 5. Hey Sasha, welcome to the stream. Hope you had a very nice Christmas like the other people in the stream. I hope you all had a very nice Christmas. We are here in the last 2 laps or 3 laps here in this race. I think the last 2 laps here. And here Lychee now trying to overtake Razor. And I think that turn was very good for Desmo Rider because he could get a little gap between him and Razor now. And now Lychee again in the slipstream from Razor. Yeah, this is getting closer and closer to Razor. Razor is now very late braking here from Lychee. Maybe with a better exit now, but Razor, very good fighter. And he is still on position 6. And Desmo Rider could get a bit rid of both of them. Oh, and Lychee very wide and got a 5/10 or second penalty. Yeah, my Christmas was very fun as well. I stayed away for around 1 week from Gran Turismo. From tomorrow, the preparation for the EGTM starting again. And that's also... Yeah, let's look through the field again. And yeah, here, a small information here. Season 3 of EGTM starts in February. And the registration will start soon. So most probably in mid of January will start the registration. So the first information when it's really starting the registration for the EGTM Season 3 will be on my Discord. You find the link to my Discord in the description of this stream. So feel free to join my Discord, and there you get the informations first before you get it everywhere else. Also, then EGTM.racing will be the new homepage we are using. You get redirected when you put EGT4M to this site. So we changed the name to European GT Masters. We are driving in the manufacturer mode, so we drive GT4 and GT3. So, and that means last lap here for MINKIHL, and MINKIHL with a last flying super lap from 128.7, sorry. So intense, very fast lap here from MINKIHL, and he gained already again 15 seconds. So we saw already Philo, the time is over. Philo finishing the race. Gr2 will be the next one, and Psycho and MINKIHL are in the last lap. So Gr2 will finish on position 4, on 5 will finish Desmo Rider, and here comes Razor on position 6 and 7, Lychee. Here MINKIHL now also in the last sector. So if nothing happens, we see here the back-to-back winner here, winning the first fun race and winning the second fun race, and he's going out on the main straight, and MINKIHL wins again the second fun race from the EGTM. And Psycho here going into the finish as position 2. So that looks like everybody is in the finish, yeah. So that are the final results of today's race. Congratulations again to MINKIHL, winning again after he won the last fun race with the Zonda on Catalonia. He won here as well. So congratulations again, MINKIHL, 17 seconds in front of Psycho. Then on position 3 we have Philo, on 4 we have Gr2, on 5 we have Desmo, Razor, on 6, on 7 we have Lychee, on 8 we have Callum, and on 9 MINKIHL. On 10 we have Nameless, on 11 we have Hanky, on 12 we have Gr2, Squeakers, on 13, on 14 Kochiwochi, and on 15 we have Chesterhead, who went link dead at the end. Yeah, that was the last fun race, or the last race this year from the EGTM. I wish everyone a very nice new year, and yeah, throwing not too much rockets and everything. You need both hands for racing. So keep safe during the Christmas, during the New Year's Eve, and yeah, then I wish a very good night, and hopefully we see us next fun race in the next year in 2019. Hopefully you all still following me on my YouTube channel, and also following the EGTM and our fun races as well. Again, try my Discord, link is in the description. So good night, and see ya in 2019. Bye.